Have Coffee with Michelle is sponsored by Cincinnati Museum Center. As we head into the giving season, I'm having coffee with a remarkable woman who refuses to let her visual impairment hold her back. She's not only beating the odds, but also breaking barriers while paving the way and giving to others. So grab your coffee as we meet and celebrate Stephanie Jones, making a huge impact at the Clovernook Center for the Blind in Colerain Township. Her journey is just incredible. Her impact is immeasurable.
I have no sight at all in my left eye. In the right eye, I'm damaged to a point where I can tell shapes. That doesn't mean that I have any sense of color with those. Things are either dark or light. The shapes aren't well defined. They're fuzzy.
Take a look through these goggles. It gives you a glimpse into Stephanie's world.
I was 29 when I lost my sight, and there was no pre-warning, no indication that this was going to happen. I was 29. I was a mother of two and had just had a newborn baby. So she was 8 weeks old when this happened. You know, it's a journey.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was tough. No one knew what to do with me. My family didn't know how to respond. My friends went away because everybody wanted to say, oh, poor, pitiful Stephanie. No one knew what to say. No one knew what to do. My doctors didn't even know what to do, where to send me. And so I accidentally found Clovernook.
Clovernook opened up her world to what's possible. It's her own children, though, that inspired her to be her best, despite her disability.
I wanted them to know that people with disabilities were just people. I just do things a little bit differently, but it didn't mean that I couldn't be a great mom. It doesn't mean that I can't work. It doesn't mean that I can't be included. And so these are the things that have started to lay my path.
The path full of all kinds of challenges that Stephanie has conquered, from sewing to traveling.
And I have the unique advantage of being a person who's affected by it and a person who can teach it. So everything's a personal or professional method for me.
Teaching at Clovernook is what Stephanie seems to love the most, giving her time and talent to others.
And so some of these, when I feel the pieces, I can feel the edges of the pieces and know how they connect.
A big tennis player before she lost her sight, Stephanie has even found a way to play the sport she loves, something called blind tennis.
There's the ball and it has a rattle in it. I can hear it. I can tell where it is on the court.
A shorter racket allows for more control. This way, Stephanie can play tennis just like anyone else. How's this? 2 weeks after she was introduced to blind tennis.
But then I got a phone call that asked me to be part of a team that got to go to the U.S. Open at Flushing Meadows, so one of the 4 major Grand Slams for tennis. Sighted, I didn't get to go to the Grand Slam. Blind, I've got to walk out on the biggest stage in tennis and be able to not only stand there, but walk out onto a court and serve. Walk out on the court and return balls.
What was that like for you?
If I think about it too much, I'll probably start crying, because you're talking about something that was taken away from my life, that I had no thought process that would ever come back to me. And now it's back.
When you got the diagnosis, you could have sat down and you could have felt sorry for yourself, and you could have said, I'm not doing anything else. I can't do anything else. But you didn't. What is it inside you that made you rise up and maybe do even better than you would have?
I had this moment where I asked, why? Why did this have to happen to me? And there's no other way to say it, but I got back the answer, why not you, Stephanie? Because my faith is a large part of my journey. My children are a great inspiration for me. So the thing that has supposed to be the thing to put me in the corner, the thing that has supposed to break me down, nobody puts Stephanie in a corner, and I'm not going to allow myself to be put there either. So my blindness, this diagnosis, this life, it's my greatest strength. And where someone can look at it as my greatest trouble, but for me, it's the fire. It's what's going to keep me going and pushing. so that I can make an impact not only for myself, but when I do for myself, I make it for someone else. I'm not dead. I got a medical diagnosis. So I'm choosing to live, and I'm going to live boldly with my blindness and visual impairment.
And you definitely are. And let's say cheers to that.
I know, that's
Cheers
the
to
truth.
that.
Cheers to
Here
that.
we go.
By the way, did you know that Clovernook is the world's largest producer of Braille? 30 million pages come out of the Coleraine Township facility every year. Clovernook is a true gem in our community and deserves a cheers for all they do to make life easier for those that are visually impaired. It is the giving season, so consider a gift to Clovernook. Coming up next time on Come Have Coffee, I'm one-on-one with a true visionary. You'll meet Josh Huser, the creative force behind Agar, known for crafting unforgettable experiences like Blink. We'll dive into what fuels his creativity, what makes him tick, and how he's shaping the city's cultural landscape, one incredible experience at a time. That is next time on Come Have Coffee with Michelle. You may know their names, but how well do you really know Cincinnati's most prominent people? Come Have Coffee gives you a chance to get to know them a lot better. Watch this Cincy Lifestyle special streaming now. Find WCPO 9 everywhere you stream and scroll to specials.